Hello, I'm here to show you a couple of tips that will help you save time making face masks. As you can see, I'm making the Olsen mask, and that is the one that I've heard many nurses prefer. The first time-saving tip that I do is instead of cutting out the pieces, then later on going back and sewing them, I sew one long strip and then cut out. You cut the strips for the cheeks 5 inches wide, the strips for the mouth 4 1/4 inches wide. As you can see, the piece then is easier to cut out, and then you've got one step already done. With the mouthpiece, it's really important that you have the right sides together because again, it saves time and you're ready to go. Now you can see that I serged my seams because I have a serger. You can just as easily use this technique if you're folding it over. You can also see that my edge is a little bit over the edge like that because that seam is already done, so you don't have to really worry too much about that. Now if you have a serger like I do, instead of cutting out this piece, what I do is I take a washable marker and I just mark the piece, and then I just keep going and cutting along like that. Once I get a whole bunch of them ready to go, it's onto the machine. Now the serger, as I said, cuts and sews at the same time, so that's why I didn't have to bother with cutting that piece. A little quilting tip to save time is instead of stopping, cutting, sewing, doing that, you just keep going with the next one, and you'll have a whole string of them ready to go, again, saving you time. You do the other pieces, and as you can see, I actually serge my edges on the top and the bottom, flip it out, and it's ready to go. Another time-saving tip, the nurses have told me that they prefer ties. So what I used to do is fold it over, sew it, and then take a safety pin and fish it through. So now what I do to save time is I just put the bias tape in this case, or the tie, right in there and start and sew it right in place. Make sure that you stay on the edge and you don't get caught. But just like the other pieces, you're ready to sew the next piece right in there and keep going until they're ready to go. Time is of the essence. We need to get these out to people as quickly as possible. Go for it.